on the bowlers.
That'll be a wide. I think the first one he has tried to go a lot squarer, and then when they send the fielder back, he attempts it but tries to go a little bit straighter over cover. But maybe the slight variation just holds up in the surface and the bat place opens. Because everybody at home and thinking, that's why I posed the question, we're thinking, well, if he sends someone back out there, why does he play it again?
Also, he wants to create that doubt in the bowler's mind. You play a couple of shots, then the bowler starts varying his length. That gives you another opportunity to look at different areas as a batter. That was a good delivery. That's the length, that's the line he wanted to bowl. But the previous two, if you look at the previous two deliveries, the way he played those shots, it was slightly away, slightly outside the off stump, which allowed him to free his arms. But that delivery was on the stumps, so difficult delivery to go after. Came back quite strongly. The previous two delivery, and look at that. Didn't bounce so much, but the line, the swing, and then bring the ball in to get that wicket. And same here from Sharif. He bowled an excellent first over.
Yeah, this is the way the Tigers would have wanted to start. They're two opening bowlers to really make it difficult for the opening batters and pick up wickets. They've just picked up the one. Now hoping to see the end of Warner here, the back of Warner. And the air, streaky, but he'll pick up 4.
He's playing with fire. David Warner, anything full, anything in his arc, he's going to try and play a shot. Again, that was slightly fuller. Wanted to go through covers, getting a thick outside edge. He wouldn't care as long as the runs are flowing. The Bulls has nothing to complain here. Look at the smile on his face.
Yeah, that smile is, I didn't play that really well, but I got runs for it. And we're ever closer. 11 off the over. The shouters push, and they'll push comfortably. And they'll pick up 13 off that over. After 4, it's 19 for 1.
Well, they're moving in the right direction, the Wolves.
Today he's batting well.
Fall just short. So the elevation of Jarvis again to number 3. He's not a number 3 batter, but obviously the Brampton Wolves feel as though if they can send someone up to the top of the order to just take it on, if he gets out, he gets out. But it's the new ball that's done the damage. So I almost feel as though they're protecting the likes of Farron Johnson and Nick Hobson, Bo Webster. The only problem with Jarvis is that on both occasions, in the previous game as well, when he walked in at 3, he struck it at under 100. Here he's only going at 30. So, but I don't think the Wolves will be unhappy with it. We know that this surface here is that it can do a little bit when the ball's new and hard.
The two have batting to come. Bo Webster, Aaron Johnson. George Munsey's been exceptional. Visa disappointed with himself in that delivery. Short, wide, and it's cut away beautifully. Cut it early as well, got it in front of the fielder and covers. So it's a different looking David Warner today. He's moved on to 20 off 13.
That square cut that Warner played there was well in front of point. And again, key on this surface, don't try and get the ball behind yourself. You don't want to try and get the ball behind point on the offside or through square leg, because there's a lack of pace in the surface, and if you try and get it too square either side of the wicket, you can chop it on, or if you're trying to get it too square on the leg side, you can find a leading edge and the ball can spiral high into the air. Caught mid on, caught mid off. Well, that's a tough chance.
Tall man, David Visa. That was drilled back. David Warner hitting it straight back to David Visa, and it'd be tough to call it a chance. I think it was a little too quick.
Nice little moment between the two there, hence the smile on Warner's face. Because Visa turned to his mid-wicket and said, "Oh, I thought he hit it harder." Brought a smile to the face of David Warner. Steals a single, 5 gone, 25 for 1. Rate not an issue for the Wolves. They bowled absolutely brilliantly. At the top through Ty and Jarvis, and then supported by Dracker, and Man Singh finished it off with his leg spin. Now to finish the job off. Ali Khan from the USA. He too will come around the wicket to the left-handed Warner. There's the bounce. Now that is very difficult to play. But again, Warner's trying to get that ball down to third. And I think you ill-advised trying to get the ball behind yourself.
Comes sharply into David Warner. Gurbaz does well. He gets a hand to it. And it was traveling.
That one he's trying to hit through cover. But as soon as he feels there's a little bit of width, and I mean width for David Warner is shaving off stump, he'll try and beat the man at short third. And the worry for him is that it just keeps a little low. The inside half of the bat is found and he chops it on. Looks strong square of the wicket, that young man, practicing the pull shot. That's what he's trying to do.
Two deliveries. That one kicks off. And the next one stays low. David Warner looking for the bounce on the second one to try and cut it away. The footwork's been very limited from a lot of the batters, though, hasn't it, HD? Not getting in line of the ball, whether it's the back foot or the front foot, could be a real sign of worry on this pitch, especially when the bounce does stay low.
Safe and four. That's the job he's sent to do.
He made some room, I should say, for himself. Ali Khan, full on this occasion, and has played beautifully through the covers. 4 runs, and that required total, now only 50 runs off 86 deliveries.
You said about the players not getting into line. I'm not sure in T20 cricket now that players get into line. I think they like to stay leg side of the ball so that they can free their arms, hit the ball through the offside, and also be able to clear their left leg if they bowl at the stumps. Clear the left leg to be able to go straight down the ground or over deep mid-wicket. The only problem here is those that have decided to give themselves too much room on a surface there where there's inconsistent bounce run the risk of losing their stumps. Oh, he's got a toe end. He's got a toe end. And it's fortunate because that would have been the loss of the stumps. Instead, he gets himself to the striker's end, Jarvis. 6 gone. The power play's done. 31 for 1.
Have done well in that department. Just the 1 wicket of Kobe Herf. But this partnership now 31 off 33 between Jack Jarvis and David Warner.
Wants to, will get it. And did very well here, Jarvis, because he was looking to go down the ground and then realized that the ball wasn't quite there, and so adjusted perfectly to be able to get the ball down to deep third for 2.
Yeah, this is where, if you're going to give yourself some room, if you're going to give yourself some room, you still have to make sure that you're keeping an eye on that ball. If it's not there for the shot that you'd intended, you still have to be able to adjust.
Some amazing pictures courtesy of our drone. Oh, 4. That was an opportunity for Gurbaz. He almost dived past it.
This would have been a big one. It was David Warner. Shorefall Islam did the work, got the nick. Gurbaz did dive past it. Made an absolute mess of that. Warner survives.
But again, it's Warner's want to get the ball down to third on this pitch, which is proving problematic. He looks so much better when he's going down the ground. That's bounced a little bit. Nothing excessive, just a little bit more than he expected.
He just, well, he noticed the additional bounce, just backing out in the last minute.
Scrapping hard, David Warner. 26 from 21. An but it's just off the thigh pad. It was just Sharaful Islam who was interested. Gurbaz wasn't.
He was convinced. Be interesting to see this again. I think just the thigh pad on the way to Gurbaz.
All the supporters of the Tigers were up, and so was Sharaful Islam, but no one else. You would have thought that Gurbaz would have been up after missing out on an opportunity earlier in the over. And that'll be a single to end the 7th. 39 for 1.